Hi, good morning, and welcome to this meditation. Today is the 16th of December. I would like you to keep on reading the texts of the 9 lessons and carols. And today we are reading the third lesson in Isaiah chapter 9, verses 2 and then verses 6 and 7. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time and on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. This prophecy of Isaiah, the context of this prophecy is the invasion of the Assyrian army. The Assyrian army invaded the kingdom of Israel about the 8th century before Christ, and they destroyed the city, the capital city of Samaria. And the first to be actually conquered, the first to suffer from that invasion, were the people who lived in the north of the kingdom. And that's very interesting because Isaiah tells us in chapter 8 that even here that they were walking in darkness. Matthew is going to use that text to talk about the ministry of Jesus Christ. Leaving Nazareth, Matthew chapter 4, verses 13 to 16. Leaving Nazareth, he went and lived in Capernaum, which was by the lake in the area of Zebulun and Naphtali, to fulfill what was said through the prophet Isaiah. Land of Zebulun and land of Naphtali, the way of the sea, beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people living in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of the shadow of death, a light has dawned. Very beautiful text of Matthew. So Matthew and Luke is going to do the same, saying that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, started his ministry exactly in the same place where people were walking in darkness. A version says that they were even sitting in the darkness. They were not moving any longer. So the Assyrian invasion, was a terrible thing to the people of the north of Israel. So those people, even many centuries later, they had suffered, of course, other invasions, like the Romans in Jesus' time. The Romans were master of that part of the world. Jesus started his ministry exactly in that area where people were sitting in darkness. But Isaiah tells us that he would come as a child. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. So that's a way of emphasizing what he wants to say. It's a child, it's a son. He didn't come as an angel, he didn't come as a man. He came as a child. And Paul in Philippians chapter 2 verse 7 says, rather he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a slave, being made in human likeness. The Son of God, the creator of the universe, became a child. He was born in Bethlehem, and even when he was an adult, he didn't go to the big cities of those times. I mean, he wouldn't have gone to London. London was nothing at all in those days. He didn't go to Paris, or Paris even didn't exist as Paris. He didn't go to a big city of the area where he was born. He went to live in the Galilee. That's where he started his ministry as well. He lived in Nazareth, and then he moved to Capernaum. So you see, that is our God. But it is a great God, and the text of Isaiah also tells us that he's going to judge the world with righteousness. And that's what he says. Isaiah says as well in chapter 11, verses 1 to 5. A shoot will come up from the stump of Jesse. From his roots, a branch will bear fruit. The Spirit of the Lord, the 7 spirits that we appear in the book of Revelation are here. The Spirit of the Lord will rest on him. The Spirit of wisdom, the Spirit of understanding, the Spirit of counsel, the Spirit of might, the Spirit of knowledge, and the Spirit of the fear of the Lord. And he will delight in the fear of the Lord. He will not judge by what he sees with his eyes or decide by what he hears with his ears. But with righteousness, he will judge the needy. With justice, he will give decisions for the poor of this earth. He will strike the earth with the rod of his mouth. You see that as well in the book of Revelation. With the breath of his lips, he will slay the wicked, also in the book of Revelation, this text. Righteousness will be his belt, and faithfulness the sash around his waist. So you see, this is our God, a baby in Bethlehem, a carpenter in Nazareth, and a mighty God sitting on the throne, who is going to judge the living and the dead. God bless you.